All right, man. So yeah, we're live. Here we are again, live on Facebook, Paulie and Jer podcast. I'm getting used to this. We're having a lot of fun. Well, I am. I don't know. Uh,
I could
uh,
care less.
yeah, and that's what I figured.
Actually, I gotta get going.
All right, take it easy.
All right.
All right. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.
No problem. All right. I'll do a music out.
Oh. For everyone watching who starts watching live, thanks for coming on. For anyone watching on YouTube, again, thanks for watching on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Tap the like. We'd love to see it and hear it, especially if you're interested in more podcasts to come, because there will be more. There's always more.
I forgot to do it myself. I'm just joining the Facebook.
It's all good. Do your thing, man. It's live. We just kind of rolled the punches. What we're going to do now, though, is we're going to bring in our guest. We talked about him last podcast. His name is Martin, and he works with me, actually. And he's a good fella. And I actually kind of wanted him on more so to talk about you remember we talked about how he threw a chair at somebody when he was in Vegas?
Yeah.
So I kind of want to get his side of the story on that one, because I think there's a lot of details that are not there. So I'm going to bring him in here. 1 second. Let's go here. See if he joins. There he is. Martin, are you there? I think it takes a second for the audio to.
Yeah, it says connecting the audio.
Yeah, it just takes a second. Martin.
Guys.
There he is. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hey, guys. How are you getting on? Yes, there is a lot of details to go through that, I heard.
Yeah, well, thanks for jumping on, dude. I appreciate it. I know that it was a huge. We got a lot of people coming on last week, demanding that you were coming on. So, we figured we'd bring you on for that reason only, or well, more than that, obviously. But
that's a nice whole thing to say. But
yeah. So, how you doing, Martin?
Very good. There's a little bit of a delay. Just gonna let you know. I'm just having a look here. Because I'm looking at my return feed here.
Yeah. Well, make sure to. Go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to say there's a delay if you're looking at the live feed video thing, but if you look at the Zoom, there is no delay. So I have them both together.
Yes.
It's very weird.
Okay,
yeah, because there's a huge delay on the
Okay, thanks, sure. Okay, all right. I'm going to look at the Zoom.
Yes, watch the Zoom chat, because that'll be that won't be delayed.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
It's 1-to-1 on there.
Yeah, okay. Give me a second, boys.
So as you're doing that, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. I was hearing double. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
You mute the sound on the Facebook one too.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
It's brutal.
Hold on there. I have it here now.
So we've had many discussions, you and I, Martin, at work, about your escapades outside of work.
Yeah, that's a good term.
Whether it be whether you be inebriated or not, I'm not sure. Maybe it's the latter, but I kind of wanted to get you on to talk about the chair throwing incident on TMZ, because I feel like there's more to that story than we actually know.
Well, there is more to what you see. What I remember of it is I get snippets from everyone. So as you know, like it was a McGregor fight, like, and
what year was that? Like, how many years was it? A long time ago? Or was it like just last year?
Oh, was that the last one? Was that the? Here, I get reminders here. It was the. Yeah. It was my brother's stag, and that was for the Khabib fight.
Oh, okay. So that was like.
I have an audience here beside me. Redmond, am I right or wrong? I'm right. Okay,
You're
I'm
right.
right.
Okay.
I'm correct.
All right.
So, so it was the first time all the brothers got together. So there's 5 of us in total. So a lot of us. And very hyped, very excited. And it was the weigh-ins on the Friday, the official weigh-ins. And we arrived on the Thursday morning, and we were probably going drinking till we didn't stop basically. We didn't go to bed, and we just stayed going. And weigh-ins. What was it? No, was it? Yeah.
I turned that on.
Is it good? Yeah.
I turned that on.
What do you mean you turned it off?
Hear my audio.
Oh yeah, no. Turn it on. Close that there. So, sorry guys, I have a big audience here. We're all on the fucking podcast here. So basically, there was a massive crowd of Irish people celebrating just as what we do best.
So this was after the fight. This whole thing.
No.
Oh.
So this was after the official weigh-in on the Friday. The fight's on the Saturday. So we haven't even hit the.
It hasn't even happened yet.
No.
Oh no.
So to give you a little bit of a small story. So as we are leaving the arena, and we're still inside the arena by the way, but as we're going down the escalators, it's just like crammed. The people are at the very bottom of the escalators, and I'm like, right, I have nowhere to go. I'm on this escalator. Where the fuck do I go after this?
Right.
Tunes are going, pop are going, and like I kind of fall and all that, and I get like trampled, and we all get like, it's crazy, right? It's funny, it's hilarious. And then what happened was we get outside, we kind of stay around for a little bit, and then the person. So if you watched the video, I don't know if you watched the video. So the person, the subject that we're having is like, Ryan, this will be hilarious if we throw this chair. This person's actually a pretty famous person online. He's actually an Australian guy who does all these. It's like he's an Australian guy who goes like these weird things.
Is he like a YouTube star or something?
He's a YouTube star. He's like
really? Okay.
He's like 5 million followers, but like he's like this person where you like drop a hat, go do this. It's like something weird, like jump behind yeah. So we saw him, we noticed him. I thought it was hilarious to throw a chair at him. I don't know why, but then so I wasn't the whole culprit in this. If you watch the video very closely, I pick up the chair, and there's a person, my brother, David, you're probably watching David, he helps me pick up the chair as well, and we both do it together.
I was going to say, Martin, if you mind me taking a second, it looks like Redmond Burke says, if you watch closely, it's his brother, David, that throws the chair.
Yeah, so a bit of, well, to be honest, I'm 100% okay to take for David to take all this stuff. Look at all of them, like they're all going mad over in the corner. But I'm fully accepted that he did all of it. But you know what was a really funny story about this? This wasn't it. So obviously there's a lot of Irish, and I've met, we have a big gang here because it's a stag, but I met other friends from Dublin that were there also, just like separate to the stag. Mm-hmm. And we met them the night before, and we were out. And long story short, we've never seen them again. We didn't see them again. We planned to meet up after the fight, before the fight and all that. But one, John Beanie, if you're watching, say hi. But John B goes, I wonder where, we haven't seen Martin in a while. I wonder if he's okay. And his brother goes, I guess so. Yeah, he's fine. TMZ, here you go. He's alive.
That's hilarious. Wow. So wait, so I'm sorry. Did you divulge the reason why the chair was thrown?
No.
Okay, so what did this guy do to deserve, or whoever deserved, to get a chair thrown at him? That's all I'm really curious.
Yeah, great question.
Thank you.
Great question.
Thank you so much.
Great question. So you're after about maybe 36, 37 hours of straight drinking. So
okay.
you're not yourself, like.
So there might not be an actual reason.
Yeah, but I did notice your man, because I did follow him. Is the keyword. I did follow this fella online, so I noticed him, and I said it to my younger brother, who helped me, or probably fully through the chair. I said, "Come on, let's show this fucking thing. This will be hilarious." Because there's hundreds, there's thousands of Irish people around.
Of course.
Fucking true.
Of course. I know about the Irish contingent for a Conor McGregor fight all too well, because in
Cheers,
February, cheers, man. In in January when I went there, and it was the weekend of the McGregor fight. I think who was he fighting?
Was that down Cerrone?
Yeah, the
Is
Cerrone
that the one
fight.
the one just previous gone?
Yeah.
That was
So,
Cerrone. Yeah.
but we got on a flight in Hamilton, and I think me and the guys that I went with were the only people that were not Irish that were on the flight.
Yeah,
Like
really,
honestly,
yeah.
like it was unbelievable. And the funny thing was that the flight was delayed for like 45 minutes because what the heck was it? Two Irish guys didn't declare that they had brought alcohol on board. So that was one thing that kept us from going. So and then but I don't know what was going on. And then the other reason why there was delayed was because there were four other Irish guys that were late. And they didn't show up, and like so, everyone's clapping as they walk on, and like especially all the other Irish fans that were there, you know. So it was it was pretty funny. But
yeah, we get too excited for events like this. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious stuff. Yeah, it's good crap, like.
Why does hold on? There's a question here in the chat. Why does
I was like, I'll let you tackle this one.
I got rid of the Facebook thing, so I have no idea.
So wait, let me read it to you. Why does Martin Pembroke like to get his ball sack out when he's drunk?
Who said?
The look. It's like
who asked it? Who asked this, Paul?
I would love to be able to pronounce
the
first name. The first name is spelled Ciaran. Corbett.
Oh, Kieran
Corbett.
Oh, big fish. Hey, big fish. What's the crack, mate? Big fish. Yeah,
no,
go on.
never mind. No. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Kieran. Yeah. Thanks for the question there, Kieran.
In fairness, I don't need to get drunk.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. When you got balls,
we used to get drunk for that.
When you got balls of steel, man, why not fucking show them off? Legend has it as 4 balls. So.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you heard it here first.
Exclusive. Paulie and Jer exclusive.
So you've been to a few fights then, huh? You love the UFC. You're a big
yeah. I would call myself a mixed martial artist coach spud. I don't do any of it, but I just fucking love watching it. I just love it. We're all into it though. We're all into it. Yeah, my older brother he does a bit of jiu-jitsu and stuff. He had a few he had a few amateur fights actually. He used to train in McGregor's gym and all that, so that was good fun. Yeah, we went to a lot of them though, and it's hilarious. Like the first question you asked me is like, "Oh, when was that?" Man, every Vegas trip is like mushed into one. Like I can't fucking great crack. So I'll give you one story, right? Very quick one. Right.
Redmond, before you go, Redmond says, "Calm down with the hands." All right.
Say it to my face. No, but so this was the second UFC Vegas trip that I did.
Yeah.
And I brought my girlfriend Siobhan on, and we were in Chicago at the time, and it was a short flight, so it was great. So I said, come down, we'll have great crack. You know,
right.
All the brothers are going to be there, Redmond's going to be there, everyone's going to be there. It's not little did I know, but it was all boys. There wasn't one girl in the group, and she was the only girl. And she was like, "Martin, I just can't keep up with no more. I just can't keep up." She spent the whole fucking week in the hotel room getting sick because she just we're just fucking cool crater.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Because I feel like I'm decent at drinking, but I can only imagine what it's.
Those days have gone past me. No, I can't do that no more.
Yeah, sure. Oh man!
I want to give a shout out to Claire and Martin and Robbie at home. They're the 3 people that I know are watching at home. So shout out to you. What time is it? 1:20 in the morning.
Oh wow, 1:20. All right, because I guess
really?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
In Ireland, yeah.
I even put 2 and 2 together. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's only 8.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
What's wrong with you, Martin?
Yeah.
Speaking of, so I know it's not UFC, it's not MMA, it's nothing, but I've seen these videos of this this Russian shit, this slap fighting. Have you seen that? Have you seen that?
People getting knocked out.
Man, the one, Jer, I don't know if you've seen this.
I've seen all of them multiple times.
It's the funniest shit ever. Like
It's disgusting.
the one guy with the tattooed eyeballs.
Yeah.
It's
really?
Like so Martin, so he swings this kid, and he has to be, like, I think it was funny. Like Joe Rogan said it in his podcast. He's like, he looks like he hasn't lifted weights since like the 6th grade. So like he's this like wet blanket, right? Yeah. And he's facing this huge, like 500-pound Russian dude. So like the weight difference is ridiculous. And so
absolutely
the kid gets to go first, and he hits him, and like the guy just stands there like.
And you can tell he puts all his effort into it too.
Yeah,
and he just like slaps him. The guy's like,
it's like
okay, my turn.
Guy clobbers him. Like I can't even. It looks like he almost could smack his head clean off. He hits him so hard. Like it's
what it looks like.
Like it's unbelievable.
That's like a fucking Saturday night in Dublin by fighting over chips and curry.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The slaps are good. I think we talked about that sport before. I don't know where it is. Where they just like they're guarding someone balanced on a post.
Yeah, waiting for them to fall or something, is it?
Yeah, and then the other team just sprints at them full tilt, and they can do whatever it takes to get the guy off the pole. So obviously, jumping off everybody's noses and faces and drop kicking the stick is the best way to do it. It's absolute chaos.
It's chaos, but very safe.
Yeah, very safe. It's real thought out, these rules.
I'm sure they're still doing it in America where it's COVID free, safe, and everything. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're doing it in Florida. That's where they're doing all this stuff now.
They're getting Florida, getting floored.
Yeah. An interesting question on the chat.
It's interesting.
Martin, this is a big one. This is a big one for you, man.
Go on. Who is it?
Kieran asks.
Kieran.
Yeah. When you getting down on one knee? That's actually, I mean, that you're being put on the spot here.
Yeah.
You can choose to wave your right if you want. It's fine.
I won't wave right.
We can just move on.
I just want to move the camera for a second. There's my look. That's the beautiful schnuckles now. Look.
What the hell is that guy doing? He looks like he's kind of. What's he grabbing there? Is it a glass?
Glass,
I hope. It's a can. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
It's a can.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
He's like this, like.
Yeah. It's a can.
Oh, jeez.
Awesome. She said he's. Now there's an apology in the chat. So.
Who apologized?
Kieran, is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah, Kieran. Big fish. We'll just call him Big Fish. Hi, Big Fish. And Kiva.
Speaking of names, man, like I have to be honest, that list of names that you gave me. So Jerry, you gave me a list of names, okay, all spelled out. Would you just call them traditional Irish names? Is that what you would call it?
So funny enough that we're talking about this. So Big Fish's fiance now is Kiva, and that was one of the names that that was one of the names I gave you on the piece of paper.
But spell Kiva for Jer.
So it's CAOIMHE. Yeah.
Exclamation mark, apostrophe.
Cutes and everything, like fun as ever.
A full game of X's
but
and
that
O's.
that was one of the names. I was like, go on, pronounce that. So that's one of the big ones. Like,
I was terrible.
I'm glad I'm not asked these things,
dude.
Because I would fail miserably.
Man, if he showed you this list, honestly, I had no idea. Like, I had no idea what was.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah.
It's cats, right? I try to remember.
You know what it is? It's Cats Melogent. That's what it is.
Oh, he's learning. Look, they're all laughing. Oh, yes. Now you're learning, Paul. Cats Melogent.
I'm sorry, I have no idea.
Yeah. Jordan, please don't ask what that means because I still don't know myself.
No, we should.
I was actually,
okay. So when you say "what's the crack," right?
Yeah.
Is there like a meaning behind that, or is it just like it's almost like saying like "What's up"?
Yeah, it's what's up, how you doing, are you okay?
All of that in one. All of that in one word.
Anything I can do for you? It just means everything, you know. It's like basically what's the crack covers everything.
Oh,
What's the
nice.
crack?
What's the crack?
So
Crack's
something I said, when
crack's
the
90.
plumber's over, that's what I would say.
Crack is 90.
The crack is 90.
Yeah.
The
You're learning.
plumber's over.
You're learning.
So the plumber comes over. That's what you ask him.
What's the crack?
What's the
What's the
crack?
crack? Go on, fix my.
And he
clean my
shocked
pipes.
you.
Clean my pipes, please. What's the crack?
Clog. Yeah.
Go on, do you get a chair?
Yes. Oh my
Or
god.
Dave will give a chair. According to Redmond.
So what have you been doing, man? I know that you went and got some grass today.
Yes.
You went out and got some grass
So
for your
actually,
apartment.
yes. But if you can see right here now, I apologize for the poor quality. Even though it's not, because it's great grass. As a country boy at home, I needed to have some grass for our balcony, and I got some flowers.
Some flowers, very
And
nice.
I got some
Very
lights.
nice.
Can you see that there?
Yeah.
So you're up in the air, eh? I thought you were. I didn't think you were up in the air. I thought you were.
Yeah, I'm on the 16th floor.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm on the 16th floor, which is nice.
Nice.
Yeah, we're up in Young and Eglinton. It's pretty busy up here, but it's nice.
What's the consensus in Toronto? Like, is it like is it weird in grocery stores and stuff like that, or like, what's the situation there?
Like what do you mean? Like in terms of
Like, I mean, like with this COVID thing, like, are people like? All I'm saying isn't like, cause in Niagara, like, it's obviously a thing, but
Yeah.
like, you don't really notice it as much until you like say go to the grocery store.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, right? So, like
or
for
order something
me,
online.
like in terms of quarantine and all that, yeah, I was still going to work, even though I wasn't meeting anyone else. I was going to work, coming back again. But I noticed massively on because I work with you, Paul, and but I work at Bell as well on Queen Street West, empty for the first month or two. Like hands are flying again. The boys are laughing. But the first few weeks there was no one on Queen Street. But in the last few weeks, man, it has been absolutely quarantine is over kind of thing. Like, you know, people are keeping their distance as they can best, but like it's like LCBO down here on the main street, you still have to line up and all that, but like it's so busy, it's very hard to avoid crowds.
Yeah, well, of course, of course.
And
yeah,
plus it's very hard to
ridiculous.
fucking lock people away, like in terms of like the good weather coming. It's very hard to do that, like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now tell us all that, but in sign language, because you've been doing that really well. I'm just joking.
It's a window.
It's a
window box.
Small box, little box.
Oh man.
It's still every day I just go drive by the falls there just to see how many idiots we got out there, and the whole thing is
Where-
absolutely packed.
Where do you live, Jer?
It was packed, eh, Jer?
The falls, Niagara Falls.
Lovely. I've been there. I've been there many times. Every time who comes visit there, we.
I was gonna say, do you remember when you go there, or do you just go there and then all of a sudden?
Actually, funny enough, no.
The top of the hill's great. When I get to the bottom,
yeah.
I'm smashed by that point.
Yeah, okay, actually, do you know what was hilarious, right? The first time we went, I think it was like a group of friends. It was actually Paul, the fellow you know, Paul, the fellow, the Irish guy who works around.
Oh, Paul Dent.
Paul Dent. Dent, what's the crack? But
Dent, what's the
first
crack?
time I think it was the first time we went. I think it was his mother was around and his brother was around. I think it was the first time we went to the falls. I can't remember, but we were walking, you know, the way the falls. We parked up and it was like a load of rides and all that, like a amusement park.
Clifton
and all
Hill.
that.
Clifton
Yeah,
Hill.
and we were like, oh, jeez, I didn't expect this to be here. And then Siobhan was behind me, and they're like, oh, that's the falls. And Siobhan was like, really? That's the falls?
Oh, really? She wasn't impressed, huh?
It wasn't in that she wasn't impressed. It was just like, I remember she said, I expect it to be at least like 2 or 3 times bigger.
Well,
That's what she
no,
said.
it's true though. It's like, you know, the
But I know
the world and all this stuff. It's kind of
I know the Canadian side is apparently much more impressive than the US side.
Yeah, the horseshoe.
yeah, we're the
falls.
horseshoe and everything. It's a lot more interesting than flat and with some water.
Yeah. But I remember like, we were like but it's nice.
Dude, like I don't think Niagara Falls would be a city if it didn't have the tourism.
Yeah, it's
Like, I don't think it would be like. I just think it would be just
I mean,
like
no,
a
Yeah, it'd be
suburb
very
of St.
scary.
Catharines or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A little small road, like
Yeah.
it's gas that they made a whole community of just fucking little water going down, you know.
And it's like people like Jer and I who like grew up in Niagara Falls like since we were kids. You know,
Yeah.
you don't really even like the amount of
Notice.
times you actually go down to see it is slim. You know, other than like
Really,
say
yeah.
like now where Jer's like driving just to see how many stupid people there are like, walking around.
I just drive down there. I only drive down there to get pissed off.
It's not
And
even
when I'm
about the
pissed enough,
water.
I
It's not
leave.
even about the falls. It's
Yeah.
about the
I-
conjunction of people walking
I
around.
genuinely look to go get pissed at something. I'm like, I'm having a good day. You know what? Time to ruin that. I'm gonna go drive
Yeah,
up.
let's change that, shall we?
I heard you don't know where you can go near the mist or like under it or something. I don't know. There's like a creek.
There's a couple of
Under the
different
falls?
things.
Yeah, under
Yeah.
the falls. I heard that's
Near the
supposed to
mist
be
and all that
decent enough because we in Siobhan did we did the boat, the misty boat.
The
or
horn
whatever
blower.
The horn blower, I think it
Called
is
the horn
now.
blower.
I think it was
Is that what it's
changed
called?
from the yeah. Oddly enough,
Oh,
it was made of the mist, and now it's the horn blower. And
nice.
Some
Some of the
American
theaters near you.
company bought it, I think, and they called it
Oh,
the
really?
horn blower because the Maid of the Mist people who owned the Maid of the Mist didn't want to give them the name,
I'll go away.
so they called it the horn blower or whatever the hell. But no, man, there's tons of stuff down there, dude. There's like a zip line now. And
Oh, we
there's,
did the zip line, man.
Yeah.
I was shitting a fucking brick. One thing, Siobhan, like I'm afraid of heights, like, and
Oh,
was
that's
it?
the zip
there you
line's the
go.
best thing to do then.
Oh man, was this with your mom? Or no, it was with Din's mom and Din's brother. We were there, and we tagged along just to go again.
Nice.
And I was shitting a fucking brick, man. And I remember Din's mom was like, "All right, come on, you're right now. Go on. I was like, all right, I'm all right.
But I mean, the journey behind the falls, like the walk, is actually pretty cool. You go down to like this like tunnel, and you walk towards, and there's like this opening of the falls, and you're basically standing like right there, and you're at the, the very bottom of it. It's
the only
pretty
thing
cool.
I remember the falls, I lost a fucking fortune the last time we were in the casino. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
well, that'll happen.
Good crack, Doug. Good crack. Look.
I worked there.
Yeah, it was the.
I worked at a casino. Yeah.
Actually, do you know what happened? I booked it for all of us, and we ended up. I was like, "Can we? What was it? We were in the falls or something, and it was actually the casino across the way." Totally fucked up out there.
Yeah, the
What
falls.
would you play? Would you play at the casino? Just a bunch of random crap, or just like?
Do you know?
odds and stuff?
I usually play poker. I play poker for years and all that, but like just a little bit. But because there was a big crowd there, I didn't want to play. Like you have to sit down for hours and hours, and I didn't want to do that. So we were just playing.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, we were playing roulette.
That's the only. Well, I can't anymore because I work there. But
Yeah.
I only played roulette. That's the only thing I could.
And I remember I lost a fucking fortune, and the day we were like driving back, I was like, I remember I had a coin. I was like, right, if it lands on heads twice here now, I'm gonna go throw 50 on fucking around. And it happened. Right, I gotta go back. We all went back. We rushed back. This is literally before we got our car in the car park, and it landed. And what did I do? Got greedy little motherfucker. Put it all again on black, and lost the whole fucking thing. Never again to return.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I saw
That's always the way.
Yeah.
I saw this video online of a guy who put down, I think it was like $100,000 or something on Red One.
I think
Did you see that?
That was in England, right? And I'll tell you the exact story behind that is. I think I saw that. Was it trending?
$1 on it.
It was trending.
No.
I'll tell you exactly the story behind that. That's a poker professional player. He won.
He's playing roulette. What do you like?
No, listen. He won a big tournament in just prior to that, and he's like a multi-millionaire. And I think he won like what is it, £100,000. I think it was in England, Paul. Was it?
I don't know. I saw honestly. I think I saw it on Instagram. To be honest.
Yeah, and everyone go mental. All his buddies are going mental.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he actually put his whole winnings on the thing.
He put his whole winnings on Red One, and it came, and he won like 3.8 million or something like that. On one roll. It's
Unbelievable.
like, are you joking me? Like,
he just won the 2-day tournament. I think it was like somewhere in England.
The
And then he
sheer.
threw it all on.
Oh man, the odds of that are. I don't even know the odds, but I imagine they're pretty slim. And I would lose it. Like, man, even if I was part of the crowd, didn't know the guy, was just watching, I'd freak out too.
Oh,
Like
I'll be watching.
It's like watching a live sport. It's like
I'll be watching his pockets.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There was that's one of my favorite jokes on The Simpsons from back in the day. It's like Bart, and he comes across this money or something, and he's thinking to himself, he's like, what would I do with all that money? And he's just like dreaming. And in his mind, it shows him at the casino. And it's just like, he's like 100,000 on red or something. And it's like black.
Black.
And they take all his money and just like, oh, like that's what he's dreaming about is losing.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
The Simpsons fight.
The first game I ever did when I was, when I became old enough to gamble or whatever was, it's actually kind of funny. It's War or whatever.
Oh, it's so easy.
And that's the best part of it. It's like it's so easy. Like you walk up, you put your bet down. Is your card higher than their card? Yep. All right, you win. Is it lower? Nope. All right, you lose. Like
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's War. Yeah. It's 2 seconds. You can.
It's
make
so good.
So it's you against the dealer or whoever cards.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's
so
all
literally, they deal out the cards, and you've already placed your bet, and then the dealer flips their card over. If yours is higher than theirs, you win. If theirs is higher, you lose. Or if it's the same, you play War.
Oh, there has to be some skill to it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I don't think so, but maybe.
Everyone's always like, the odds there on that game is better than anything else at the casino. I'm like, aren't all the odds 50-50?
Yeah.
Like you win or you lose.
You
lose, and that's War, so who cares? Like it's all the same.
Yeah. I just always remember it just sitting there and just it being fun. Like I just being. I didn't even have to think. It's just like, oh, I won. Oh, I lost. Oh, okay, cool. This is easy for me. You know?
Yeah, I remember. I still to this day don't know how to play craps. Do you know how to play craps?
No.
No.
My buddy, one of my buddies used to be like addicted to craps. Like not like playing it like at the casino, but just like addicted to like the rules and like how it's played.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Whoever's listening could fact check me on this. But like apparently you can roll for someone else, and if they say the number, they win as well or something.
Listen, man. Listen, Martin. Let me just tell you something right now, okay? This isn't the Joe Rogan podcast, okay? You don't just call out somebody better fact check this.
Better fact check it now.
I think someone's gonna just comment.
I don't want to be misquoted.
You think someone's just gonna comment and say, "Oh yes, Martin. Actually, back in 1950,
1952."
It's like
let me tell you a tale.
I wish we had somebody that could fact check like that. Like,
well, I'll tell you right. It was the first Vegas trip that we did, and I was playing roulette, and I was up a little bit, and I was like fucking running hot. Another lad, Martin, if you're watching, hi, he said, he was playing craps with Martin. Come on, throw dice. I have no idea how to play it. And I remember trying 3 or 4 rolls, and I won fucking whatever for dim. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, no, like I still didn't come out with any money. I was like, this is weird.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
Any idea about craps either?
No idea, like.
Yeah.
This thing feels so good to touch.
Jer, how excited are you to have that thing? We talked about it last week.
Oh, I can't even begin to tell you.
That reminds me of.
Literally does everything. So this does the same shit. It's actually a piano over here, but this does the same thing. If I wanted to, so it's kind of hilarious to do both.
What's it called again, Jer?
It's Ableton Push.
Ableton Push.
The second one, and it's made. I use Ableton Live, the music program. This is built by them, so it's integrated with it. So everything that you can do in that, you can do on this. So I can literally do everything from this: mixing, drumming, playing stuff, whatever, effects. Just it's insane. I can make loops, whatever. But I don't even have to look at the computer anymore. Like it's all in here.
That's
and I convert back and forth. It's unbelievable.
So Martin, you have to search that up on YouTube.
I'm actually just searching right now.
The videos on YouTube of this thing,
savage,
unbelievable, like so cool. Like I don't know, I can't even describe it to you. It's just
and all these knobs,
jaw dropping.
Would you say savage cabbage?
Savage cabbage.
Yeah.
Savage cabbage.
Savage cabbage.
Yeah, literally. Unbelievable, this thing. I don't even know. But yeah, I've been doing that a lot. Rearranging this whole music room took me some time yesterday to do it properly, get all the angles right. Yeah, but it sounds really nice in here now too. I might do acoustic treatment of the room a little bit, like so things aren't so reflective and bouncing all around.
Right. Just
muffle the bass. Help my neighbors.
Could you buy like the soundproofing stuff and like put it in spots to like prevent
I was looking on Amazon. You can buy entire packs.
Yeah, you can buy big things
if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
like fucking Steve.
Eh,
Steve
every rave song ever. It's like the Prodigy over.
Stevie Aoki, man. That's exactly like it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking.
What is that?
I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 people on this chat right now, right? On this podcast right now. If the one person that didn't have Hunt got Hunt Showdown, we could have a pretty decent trio here, I think.
Wait a minute. Who's got Hunt? What's going on?
So Jer, I have been
Pushing this on people?
toiling and greasing the gears of Martin for
Yes,
weeks.
I'm gonna get it.
For
Oh,
weeks.
God.
I need to get on it.
I'm not.
It
listen,
is
man,
so
listen.
good, and it's so
Listen.
much better with the patch.
I'm all Warzone at the moment. I'm just all Warzone.
But listen, once you get this Hunt Showdown experience in your soul, you're not gonna want to go back to Warzone.
Okay.
Trust me.
And do you know what, man? I should have bought it when you said there was the
35% off.
I know, man. And now I'm gonna have to pay full price.
It's like $56.
I'm still in the Euro.
Is it it's still that high?
Yeah. I check like every other day. Just for fun, like, because I'm like seeing if it's on sale, and then I tell Martin, or then I tell Wadomski, or then I tell like other people that I know that don't have it. It's like I'm just trying to collect more people to be on to play it, other than playing Call of Duty, which is a great game. Like, I'm not trying to.
It's a great.
It's fun. It can drive you crazy, but it's a lot of fun.
But in fairness, though, it doesn't Hunt. I mean, you lose your guy permanently when you die, right? So it's not like.
Oh, you can't buy back, or there's no buyback option.
No. Well, you can be revived indefinitely
So,
unless someone lights your body on fire.
Oh, okay. So it's a realistic game.
Yeah, more so.
I like that though. So
there's just a lot more like I don't know,
environment hazards to deal with.
Yeah,
not just players.
I find it to be far more strategic and far you're thinking about I don't know, you're thinking way more strategically than I feel that you do in Call of Duty. I feel like Call of Duty is
really?
very fast paced, very go, like you know, you don't really have time. You don't really have time to like think like.
Everyone has a plan until they get fucking shot in the face.
You're either battling the
fucking
storm,
going mad.
you're either battling the gas in Warzone, or you know, you're doing some other stupid shit. But like,
they're both really good for their own things. It's just I was having this conversation with Kyle earlier today, in length about just Call of Duty in general and how it's he's so obsessed with it, and much like most of the world. In lockdown, of course, everyone's obsessed with that.
Oh man, I actually gave in. I actually bought the skins there today. I used to.
I couldn't get off the fucking thing when it first came out, and I was really good at it. And then I took some time off from it, and all that you can't. It's a lifestyle game. You can't take a break from the game. Like all of a sudden, you're 10 years worse than everyone now. It's
like Fortnite.
Yeah, I'm really shit at it, but then when I jump off the building and parachute down to my gold SUV, I feel great again.
Yeah.
Big gold SUV.
It's well worth $5 or €5, whatever the fuck it was.
Oh, that was good. I like that. That was fun. I was enjoying it. I could find myself just kind of like messing around with that forever.
Oh yeah.
That's actually fucking cool, man.
And that's how every song's made these days. Just get an 808 and you're good.
Yeah, man. Let's get that done, okay? And I'm not trying to force you to buy it, but
if you don't get it,
if you don't
it's in my Paul. It's in my fucking car for 3 months, nearly 3 weeks. Sorry, 3 weeks.
If you don't get it, I'll tell the scheduler not to give you any more shifts. You got it? I'm just joking. I'd never do that. I'd never do that because I don't really want to see Paul anymore. I saw him the other day, and that's probably about enough.
Who? Of Dent?
Dent, yeah.
Ah, yeah. Good old Dent. Hey, buddy.
What's with? Okay, let me ask you a question about Dent. Okay.
Yeah, go.
Why does he have so many bags? Like, why is he carrying a duffel bag and a backpack into work? Like,
He's a man of many mysteries.
Why does he have so much stuff? Like, does he not? Is he a traveling man? Does he not have a place to hunker down? Is he just like?
The one thing I will never admit to him, and he's probably going to hear this, but I hope he's not watching. But he's a really, really good cook, and he probably has a bag for lettuce and a bag for like meat.
Oh,
and
I see. So
like he was training, right? And who was it? Was it Radomski? One day he was training in it, and he went away to make something, and he had like a little.
the sandwich. The sandwich.
You were in, was it?
It was me.
Fucking massive.
Yeah, he brought an entire bag
for everything. Yeah.
Yeah, he brought an entire bag with like all these ingredients, and he came back with like this like
monster fucking
gourmet
cider
sandwich. Yeah.
Me and you would fucking eating the
guess
pickings of a burrito or something.
I guess or the Martin order from McDonald's. But
oh fuck that! That was fun. That was fun. Can't really remember that morning, to be honest. That was a busy morning.
So the Martin order, Jer, was a how many?
no, am I ready for
three? Three Big Macs.
Correct.
Or
Large.
two? Two Big Macs or three?
So it was
three.
So
with
hold on,
large fry.
No.
Okay.
It was 2 large Big Macs, 1 double Big Mac, and then it was 3 large fries with 3 large Cokes.
And you got that chicken wrap.
The chicken wrap.
Which was.
Do you know the chicken wrap's not great?
No.
It's just a snack wrap. Whatever.
Yeah, and you know,
he got a big one. Not even the snack wraps, dude. He
And
got
I
like,
barely
a
ate anything. I was so.
full-size one.
Do you know what I mean? Like I was so fucking hungry, but I wasn't even hungry in the end. I think like I ate like 4 or 5 bites and I was fucking done.
Yeah, well, I was thanking you in the end because then I got to have one of them, which is perfect.
Oh yeah, me and Dint were in at the time, and you were in between us, and you're like, "What is going on here?" I haven't a clue what was going on. There was like banter back and forth. You're like, "Okay, this is happening."
Hey man, listen, yeah. When you guys get to talking shit about each other, it's
yeah.
I don't mind sitting in the stands and listening, but I can't tell you the amount of stuff that I probably don't understand when you guys are talking to each other.
Yeah, imagine us with a couple of pints. You'd fucking laughed in.
Get into a sesh, right? That's what
yeah.
you guys call it.
The sesh.
Oh my god. So, oh shit, I was gonna ask you something else. Damn it. Oh, I don't know, man.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
How has been the journey? How long are you doing the podcast now? You're going what, 8 months?
No, it's been longer than that.
Is it longer?
We started in December of 2018.
2018.
Yeah,
okay.
So
I remember following it. Yeah. So do you remember I showed you pictures? Like it was it was the most followed podcast. This is just handy. It just keeps propping up. Fair play to you guys for doing this. So it's a good podcast.
Well, we just we have fun with it. That's the bet. Honestly, man, we started it because you know, we thought it would be something fun to do, and
yeah,
it's like a talking to the wall. And
yeah, but fair play to you. My favorite episode, and I think it was my favorite episode because I probably just joined the country, and my favorite episode was the tipping culture. Do you remember that episode you did?
Oh yeah.
That was my favorite. I was fucking raging when I came to the country. Fucking 50% tax or whatever it is, HSC, and then tax on top of it.
Right. So they
tip on top of it. I was like, that was my favorite episode, to be honest. Because I was like,
do they not tip in Ireland?
Okay, so it's not that they don't tip in Ireland. It's not like they do if you want to, but it's probably like in pubs, not really. No, 95% of the time, no. But if you want to, yeah, no problem. But it's not like mandatory, or you know, it's not like expected. It's definitely not expected anywhere, nowhere near.
Yeah, and that's kind of that kind.
And the other thing is what cracks me up is the prices are the tax is not included here. I know you have to edit in your head and all that. It's not a big deal. I'm used to it now after 2 years, but like at the start I was like, what price is this like?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But that was a good episode at the right time for me watching the episode, so it was good.
Because I don't know if we talked about like if we were in Scotland around that time that we did that podcast, because I talked about how we were over tipping still anyways, like we were still here.
Yeah.
But it was so like they were happy that we were tipping them, but at the same time it's just like
confused.
a different culture, right? Because
yeah.
So like, hey, and Katie being so over the top friendly with everyone all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, how's it going? Pouring drinks, huh? Awesome. Wow, how's your night? And he's just like, the fuck you want?
Yeah.
It's like, you want a bite, all right? Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind tipping, like, but to tip expectantly for, like, if you're at the bar, like, if you're in Ireland or whatever, you go to the bar, you pay for a pint, you're gone, or else you stay at the bar. I hate you're expected to pay like $1 or 15% on the bottle. You open up the bottle and you give it to. That cracks me up. Like, for me, that's the way I come from. That's the culture I come from. So that's.
Oh no, completely. Like, and I understand it. I was just saying, like, that we just like me and Katie, like, that's all we've ever known is serving and all this other crap that it's just like I can't help it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like it was funny because it's,
Yeah.
it's just the way of thinking.
Yeah. So like before we came here, when Siobhan finished college, Siobhan did her what the fuck do you call it? It's what's that break again? Oh, yeah. We went for like a couple of months to Chicago because my uncle and aunts and cousins are all over there, so it was easy transition. And the brother was over there at the time. So Siobhan worked in the restaurants there, and she was a waitress there. And then we found out like they really don't work for anything there. Like, she was probably getting, I don't know, like $4 or $5 an hour. We just say, like, and we found out the true meaning of like they literally work for tips. Like, there was one time her first paycheck, I think she even owed money from the tax or something. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, our first paycheck was like $60 or something, but it was all tips. Yeah, like I can like see that way, but is it not true that they get paid more here than America in this service industry, or no?
No, yeah.
Am I onto something here? Or am I completely?
No, you're right. You're right. In Canada, servers get paid more than they do in the States, but it's still not very good in comparison to other jobs. And then I think they get paid much better in like Scotland and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they don't rely on tips as much as we're kind of in between in Canada. I kind of lucked out being at the casino because I get casino pay.
Okay.
And then I'm a server and whatever, so it's a little higher than it wouldn't typically be because of that's just how it is.
How it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've been used to that really low amount. Wage wise.
Can I interrupt this discussion?
Yeah.
Redmond Burke has commented again.
Oh, Redmond.
He says to you, Martin, I believe. I don't, because this is definitely not to Jer and I.
Okay.
Remember in Summerhill, we ordered Chinese, McDonald's, and pizza, and it all came at the same time. Then you blocked the toilet for a year. ... Good times. But then he said week. So I guess you blocked it for a week, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
they're just out to embarrass you, I suppose.
So Summerhill, right? They added to that shit pile. So
Oh, God.
So Summerhill was just a place in Dublin before we actually moved to Canada.
Sorry, Summerhill's in Dublin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a Summerhill in Dublin, North Dublin. A beautiful place. Nice place. But anyway, so basically, yeah, I remember that day. That was a really hungover day. We were probably on the sauce for like 2 days. And we were like pretty hungover. And to be honest, I think the toilet, my opinion in it, yeah, thank you, Siobhan. Yeah. My opinion was the pipe of the toilet.
We're right here, okay, Martin. We're right here. Don't.
Sorry, they're getting a big laugh. They're getting a big laugh there. But I think the pipe of the toilet was really narrow, and there was something wrong first day from that toilet because
the pipes were narrow.
They're a bit narrow, man.
So you're blaming the plumbing. Is that what you're doing?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Can you hold on 2 seconds here? Hold on. I'm gonna go for 30 seconds, and I'm gonna have a thing that would have sorted out a lot of stuff. Bear with me. It's gonna be worth it. Hold on.
Well, we're gonna now. I feel like we should be like.
I just don't know if this is loud enough. Hold on. See.
I'm just joking.
It's okay. I'm on it.
He's on it. He's gonna do some crazy interim music here. He's back already. It's too late. Hi.
This is called
what is that?
Oh, I thought you fell for a second.
I thought you fell over too.
This is an auger.
That's a what?
It shoves the fucking toilet I was so like, okay.
You go
everyone bet
fishing
me
for
the
turds
fucking-
with it?
No, it's
What the?
I go fishing for turtles. Siobhan's disgusted with this at the moment. But listen, right, I got blamed for this toilet, and basically what happened was, long story short, we had to get a plumber out, and he had to put it.
Don't you dare tell me that that's something you snake down the toilet to unclog it.
Yeah, that's the
And
fucking
you're
thing.
holding it like it's
Yeah,
a
Siobhan's
fishing
parents.
rod.
Of course, cleanse it down, like wipes. Wash your hands, people.
Why not just a plunger?
No, won't do.
Won't do.
The
You
pipes,
gotta carve out some space.
the pipes in Canada,
quicker.
are very narrow too.
It's like you're drilling for oil or some shit.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I got
Well, sometimes.
In fairness, it was so convenient. I was in work that day, and the toilet was really bad. Now, there's videos of it. Next time, if I'm on, I'll show you a video. It's really bad. We had to get the buckets and put the water out because it was so bad. And then we had to get an industrial pipe from a truck into the house, take the toilet off, and fucking suck it up.
Oh my sweet baby.
The whole time you stand up to the side like,
And to be honest, though,
that's odd.
he kept saying,
That's a lot.
standing in the background with smoking a cigarette. Just
yeah, imagine this.
yeah, that was me. That was me. It's all me, baby.
Who-
Yeah, I just picture like in hockey, just like spraying yourself like in your hand.
No big deal.
Oh my god, dude, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So that's not the best one. Yeah. So I bought this thing as insurance, so the next time I won't need a plumber.
Martin, please wash your hands. That is so disgusting. Get it off the carpet.
Who's that? Siobhan?
Siobhan.
Ah, yeah, Siobhan. Don't worry. Siobhan, wash your hands, please. We're in a pandemic.
Please.
Yeah, we're in a pandemic, and you're holding something that unclogs toilets, and then you.
This would kill all coronavirus. I can guarantee one thing.
I think we got the solution. Imagine it's like we have a breaking
Here,
discovery.
this is here. Jer, you see it?
Local.
Exclusive Paulie and Jer. This is the vaccine right here.
Hey, man, did you end up getting PR?
So we're in the process, but we got accepted for the bridging visa. So
Okay.
what means is we're eligible for 6 months.
Listen,
Which
that piece of equipment you have there is a perfect reason why you should be staying. You should show that to them and say, I found this is what is going to get us out of this situation.
exactly.
This will give me permanent residency in Canada now. I will give this to you if you grant me this this demand.
And if you don't grant me, I will
shove it up your ass.
I will clean your toilets for $2.99.
I just love that you're like holding it and like waving it around like it's something you're
Oh,
sticking
that's
up.
that's for my own health. Because if I leave this on the ground, I am dead after this podcast.
She said get it off the carpet. Didn't you put it on the floor already?
We don't mention that part. Sorry, we're experiencing technical difficulties.
Yeah. Break it up. What the hell?
Oh man, that's funny. I've never seen that thing before. Whatever that is, I've never seen it. I didn't even know it existed.
It's online from Amazon. If you want.
Of course, Amazon has something like that.
Nice.
They call it the Martin.
Yeah. The Auger Martin.
The Auger Martin. Oh my god, dude. That's so funny. So then that means you can eat whatever you want. I mean, that's in the sense what it's all about.
Of course. Ooh, that wasn't supposed to move that way. Okay, yeah, exactly. That was some kind of movement on that thing. We don't mention that. Okay, a little bit of a bit of
man,
tissue.
I feel like I should wash my hands with you just wafting that in front of the screen.
Nah, it's grand. Look.
I just after this, just close the
That's
laptop
me
and it's like just smash it in a million pieces. I get no coke.
Sure, I'm in a million pieces after this.
Yeah, Siobhan's gonna come in and beat the.
With that.
It's already touched the carpet.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put this back 2 seconds.
Yeah. You better. You better. If you want to stay here, you better. Oh my god.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Honestly, man, these conversations that we're having right now, this is what it's like when we're at work. It's like this the entire shift. It's hilarious. And I know that he's not here right now, so he can't defend himself. But it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Okay, you know what? It's not that kind of stream, right?
I was like, what did this just become?
Not that kind of podcast. Who is that?
It's Conor McGregor.
Oh, it's Conor McGregor.
You won't take Fullhead nothing.
Yeah.
It's Conor McGregor after about fucking 45 pints.
Who the
He's
fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck is this guy? Starts talking. Shut up, Pablo.
Oh, you know what, Martin? I have to ask you something.
Go on.
Do you get offended when, like, say, like, if I talked in an Irish accent, like, does that offend you in any way?
Offend?
Yeah.
No,
Does that bug you in any way?
No. I just laugh at how poorly the Irish accent is.
Right, of course.
Well, that's I was gonna follow up with that. It's probably because it's so awful. It's not like I don't know what that is, but that's not me.
To be honest, it's easy though. I mix up the fucking English and the Australian accent. To be honest,
Well, so of course we've done this before at work, as you know. I've done an Irish accent before,
Yeah,
and then you've done your Canadian accent.
Yeah, we've done work before at work, so we're not just messes all the time.
Show Jer your Canadian accent.
Can I guess what the Canadian accent?
Canadian accent. Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Verb maple syrup.
Go ahead.
Polar bears and
Hey man, all of them maple syrup. Let's eat maple syrup all day long. Come on, man. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, booty. Oh, it's savage, isn't it? Savage.
it's like I'm talking to myself.
Sorry, that was a Canadian behind me.
Hell, that was great.
Yeah, that's great, man.
I
Yeah,
loved it.
wow.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
What's this all about?
What's this all about? Come over here and kiss me.
I just like the fact that
I'm like hockey. What?
Now you got the Henchesters going.
I always think it's funny that your voice goes like up an octave for some reason.
Yeah.
It's at least two or three octaves.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
it does, yeah.
from
One more.
Martin
only
the
Douglas
Irish
can
guy
do it.
to hey man, it's me, the Canadian guy. Like,
Hey man, can I get 4 slices of cheese in that?
why all of a sudden have we like shortened ourselves by 4 feet and like in our and like we haven't hit puberty yet or something.
Just has like the earring off to the side.
Ordering porridge breakfast. Can I get 4 slices of cheese for that?
Oh my god.
Slices of cheese.
Oh man.
jeez.
Good stuff.
Boy, howdy, hockey, diddle do.
You have good Canadian bacon, though. I will say that. Even though your sausages are shit. No offense. They're shit.
Well, Canadians don't really have sausages. They're Jer's out of here. Jer's done.
Jar! Fuck it, Jar. I'm sorry. Don't go.
Canadians aren't really known for their sausages.
I'm lightheaded. I almost passed out there.
Sausages are absolutely rank, man. They're rank.
I mean, I don't even know what to say to that.
They're bad.
I'm just gonna.
That's all they have to do.
Like, we're almost done the podcast. It's almost over, and all you're doing is telling us how bad our sausage is.
No. You've a lot of good things going for you. You lovely.
Oh, thanks. Man. As a country, we've got a lot of great things. I mean, that's
Yeah,
why you
you got maple syrup. Okay.
Okay.
Maple syrup is good.
Back bacon.
Back bacon.
I
Decent.
like it. No, good.
That's it.
Poutine.
I don't know.
It's not poutine. It's pretty good.
Hold on.
Pretend.
Hold
Poutine.
on.
Idiot.
Should I end the podcast in this, or will I go? The poutine is lovely, but and you know this, Paul. You've agreed. I don't know if you agree that, but the chicken curry, like in Ireland or like in England, as you taste it, is probably better than the poutine.
Where's my curry, anyways?
Oh my god, I actually have it there.
Yeah. So when you come in next, you just need to leave it in my mailbox. Just leave it in my mailbox.
I'll mail you. Like sometimes, like the cheese curds are just big lumps of fucking shit, man. I want it melted, not fucking lumps of cheese. No. Do you know what I'm saying? And then salt. Yeah, I like putting salt, but I don't like. I don't know. Sorry, getting too emotional over it. It's just because I love salt.
I know how much.
I like the salt, but take the salt off of there.
I love fries, but the poutine is lovely, but I think the chicken curry at home is probably better. But look, it's what you're used to.
I know you. I know that you're passionate about what you love, and what you love is food.
A chip butty is the best, Paul.
I know all about the chip buddy, and I know all about the delicious biscuits that we have here. I'm not.
Fuck me, man.
So
we should have another hour on this podcast because the biscuits will take that.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to have you on again, and we can argue about that. But Martin and I had a argument about the difference between a biscuit and a scone.
All right.
So like here, a scone is a sweet thing that you have with your coffee or whatever. Normally, it's a sweet thing.
Mhm.
Let's just put it that way. And a biscuit, a biscuit is a savory item.
What fucking
you
biscuit,
eat-
Siobhan?
that
Is there
you
a biscuit
eat.
there? Hold on. I'll show you where the fucking biscuit is.
Oh God, here we go.
He goes and gets that hook again.
He comes back with that. Here's a biscuit. It's just the same snake thing for the bathroom.
Siobhan, do biscuits.
But I mean, I get it. A biscuit in the UK and in Ireland is basically a cookie. I mean,
Oh boy, then we'll. Yeah.
No.
listen, man. You come to Canada, a biscuit.
Watch
Listen,
it. You've gone.
you listen to me. Listen to me over there. You come to Canada, you eat biscuits. They're savory. Scones are sweet. You don't start trying to change stuff. Okay.
I tried to find a biscuit, guys, but unfortunately we didn't buy biscuits for a shop.
Oh wow. You couldn't find
Well-
them. That's convenient, isn't it?
I actually
Bye.
ate them. I actually ate them.
Bye.
Yeah. So
I know.
I'm all for Popeyes. I love Popeyes chicken, lovely. But when they gave me a fucking when they gave me a scone inside the fucking box, man, I was like,
It's a biscuit.
we should have a debate podcast next time, Paul, because
It's not really a debate because
sorry, it's a matter of fact. You're right.
because like
You're right.
have your idea on what it is and I have mine. I mean, if you want to have a biscuit in your way, I mean,
Whatever.
amazing
you know
how
what I mean?
amazing how a C separates the meaning of a biscuit
Yeah, and a scone apparently.
and a scone. She's a love scone, no, actually, a bit hungry.
Is it a scone or is it a scone?
Tomato. I mean,
Okay, got it.
yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Well, it tastes the same.
Well,
I love that.
I know. He said everything.
Yeah, perfect.
listen, it's after 9, and we've been on for about an hour. We should probably stop.
Guys, thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this to stop. Why is it playing? Fucked it now.
But listen, Martin,
there
tell Siobhan I would really like some of that Irish bread.
On the way.
That cakey bread.
God, no, we have to have a cake off or a bake off on one of these podcasts next time.
A bake off. Oh my god.
Imagine that.
I can't bake,
I can't
so
bake.
I'll just watch.
Lose, I guess.
I can't bake shit, man.
It's gonna be lonely at the top.
Yeah,
Thanks, boys, for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, hey man, thanks for coming on. It was actually a lot of fun. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll
nice
do
meeting
it
you,
again.
sir.
Maybe
Nice meeting you as
we'll
well.
maybe we'll do it again.
Yeah,
Cool,
dude.
And you know what, man? Don't bring that snake thing out again, okay? Like,
Yeah.
now Siobhan has to clean everything. Just basically put poo particles everywhere. It's all over your hands.
Poo
You just touched your
particles.
phone. You took your headphones off. It's everywhere now. It's everywhere. Now you have to quarantine yourself for 14 days.
I would happily quarantine myself for 14 days.
I'll make yes, Siobhan. She says in the chat, I'll make you some Irish soda bread.
Boom.
Boom. Siobhan, you're the best. Anyway, guys, we're gonna leave. So thanks
guys.
Martin, again for coming on.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks
Stay
everybody
fun.
for listening, and we will see you in the next one.
Peace out.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Peace.